Hey, good morning, everybody. So today we are going to be talking about the ZKDigimax solutions. We are going to be looking at the outdoor, the indoor, and some of our product offerings as related to LED and LCDs. So the first thing is for us to know about the ZKDigimax. ZKDigimax is another branch, another arm of ZK that specializes in screens and outdoor LED screens, indoor screens, LCD and LEDs. So we've partnered with a lot of companies. We've deployed different LED products, both in the government space and in the commercial space. So so we have over 100 partners across different regions. Um, the one of our bespoke partners, the McDonald's, the Burger King, Taco Bell's, Lawson, KFC, and many more. So, like I said, our main business in ZK Digimax is basically to introduce LCD and LED products across both the government and the commercial space. So, we've actually integrated AI into some of our LED products and some of our LCD products. And I'll be taking you through each of these products so that we can have a good idea of what every product entails. So in our LED product lines, we have the regular hard module, which can be used for both indoor and outdoor. We have the soft module flexible screens. We have the soft module ball screens. We have the transparent screens. We have the 3D transparent screens. We have the film screens. We have the floor screens. Uh, we also have the telescopic mechanical screens. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about the indoor and outdoor screens. So which is a category of the regular hard module. So the indoor and outdoor screens comes in two different types. So and these types varies in relation to their pixel pitch. So pixel pitch is just basically the distance between two lamp sides. So in LCD products, in LED products, the lamps on the LEDs generally protrude out. So you see the tiny white dots. So those are called the pixels. So uh, the um, these are the properties responsible for displaying the screens that we actually see every day. So the distance two between two tangential pixels um, varies um, from product to product. So we have pixel pitch of 1.5, we have pixel pitch of 1.8, we have the pixel pitch of 2.5, and we also have pixel pitch 3.0. For outdoor, we have 2.5, we have 4.0, we have 6.0, we have um 8.0. So, and each of these actually varies um, based on the size that we actually uh, want to implement. So for indoor, we can see the specifications. Although the module size are quite the same, the module size for each is 320 by 160 millimeters for both indoor and for outdoor. In exceptional cases for P3 and P6, their module size are quite different. They are 192 millimeter by 192 millimeter. So then we now have the cabinet size. So we can see the differences in the cabinet size for both indoor and the outdoor. So for the indoor, the cabinet size would contain six indoor module. So six indoor module forms a cabinet. Then for the outdoor, 18 indoor modules form a cabinet. So, and also talking about the lifetime, which we've actually tested and worked on, is the 100,000 hours, which is approximately 11 to 12 years of proper usage. And also we can also check for the brightness, which revolves around 500 to 800 candelas, which is the unit for light. And for the outdoor, we have the for 500 to 1000 candelas. And also for the outdoor, there's a waterproof rating of IP65 because it is outdoor. So, but with IP65, would still recommend that a little bit of covering is actually done when implementing this outdoor module. So, we before moving on, we want to know how these components have been made, right? So, the simple explanation is thinking of it like a house made of blocks, right? The modulars, I call them modulars, so we can also call them modules. The modules are they are blocks, and the arrangement of these modules depending on the width and the height that we want to achieve, the arrangement of everything um, would give us a large LED screens that we desire. But in some cases, we've actually decoupled the system such that we can have each of the modules, um, we can have them arranged in a container we call the cabinets. So, like I explained here, if we go back here, we can see that there are two different cabinet size for two products. So, each of these modules arranged in each of the cabinets. Uh, each of these modules arranged in cabinet sized and cabinet sized are arranged in um in order of um in order of the length and the width of the desirable screen that we actually want to achieve. So this is just the simple combination. So we have the module, then we have the boxes consisting of several modules, which are called cabinets that are enclosed in casings. Then we have um, the LED screens. So we move to the components that actually makes up a complete box, right? Basically, there are four components that makes up a complete box. So the first component is the modular, which is the modules, and the second component is the power supply, and the third component, the receiving card. So everything encased in the box cabinet. So we can see the combinations here. And talking about the box cabinets, there are different types. So we have the simple box. The simple box will come without waterproof. So when it comes, the back is normally opened. Then we have the one-piece model box. We also have the hydraulic box, and we have the die-cast aluminum. We have the waterproof sheet metal box. So depending on the areas that we want to install, the boxes that will be used would actually depend on where we actually want to install these products. So let's move to the power supply and receiving cards. Um, for power supply and receiving cards for outdoor, it is always recommended to. So let me just explain power supply. So for ZKDigimax, our power supply runs on a 5 volts, and one power supply for outdoor can supply for indoor and outdoor supply four modulars. So if you are using power supply will 5 volt power supply will take four modulars. And for the receiving cards, depending on um, the the use cases. So for indoor receiving cards, would take a minimum of four. For outdoor receiving cards, would take a minimum of four holes, so 4 to 6. So the recommended is 6, but the minimum is 4. But for indoor, the recommended is 4. So these are the different kind of cabinets. We have the simple cabinet, just like I explained. We have the normal cabinet, um, which is the lightweight, but it is non-waterproof. Then we have the portable cabinet, which is quite expensive because it's portable and it's enclosed and can be easily used for rentals. So we can have a lot of it, and we can rent it out to people for events and some other basic things. So for the modules, like I said, there are different type of modules, and the one we just talked about, which we are being particular about, is the outdoor module. So we also have the indoor module, just like I explained, and we have the glue on board module, which has a special encapsulation to process and enhance shock resistance and impact resistance. So the glue on board is more of an advanced modus than the other regular outdoor and the indoor module. Then we have the indoor soft modus, so which can be molded into different types that we want. We can use it to form curves. We can use it to form round shapes, depending on how we actually want it to be. So I'm always very particular about the soft models because you can bend it and use it for different scenarios. So it's quite an interesting product. So like I explained the other time, like for the pixel pitch, the distance between the two neighboring LED lights. For example, if a pixel pitch is 2.5, it means the two neighboring LED lights, the two LED lights that are tangential to each other, their millimeter is 2.5 millimeter. So depending on the distance, that is what we use to calculate our pixel pitch. And to have it at the back of your mind, of our mind, the larger the pixel pitch, uh, the clearer it is when you are far away at your view angle. The clearer the clearer it is when the view angle is farther. So the bigger it is, the clearer it is when the view angle is farther. Smaller it is, the clearer it is when the view angle is shorter. So for LCDs, you basically see that the distances are really very close, but we won't be able to see that because they are encapsulated. They are enclosed, rather. So we just need to have it in mind that for pixel pitch, um, the the bigger the pixel pitch, the farther the view, the clearer it is uh, when you're farther from the view angle. So, and also we have the luminance. For indoor, the brightness is between the range of 500 to 800 nits, and for the outdoor, the brightness is within the range of 500 to 10,000 nits. So brightness will be reduced with increase of the used. So the decay rate is less than 15% after 3 years of use. So after 3 years of use, you'll notice a little bit of brightness. So you might be required to actually change your products to use other products. So the other types of LED. So I know in Nigeria a lot of people don't really engage with different LEDs, but I specifically put this for LEDs that provide this engaging reactive experience for the users. So you can use it in gamifications, you can use it in dancing centers, you can use it for game shows, depending on what level you want to use it for. So it's actually designed to creatively engage customers and optimize their overall experience. So you can see one little bit of example. Yeah, I can have a football pitch and simulate the process of playing football, and I can also have a simulation of running and stuff like that that gives you a creatively engaged interaction. So that's for the floor LED, and for the flexible LED. These are just the types we have with a module size of 320 by 160 also, and the pixels density. So these for flexible LED, they don't use pixel pitch, they use the pixel density. So these are the different types of the pixel densities. And for LED cube screens also, depending on the type of user experience that you actually want. So like I said, each of these LED cubes are formed in different shapes. So then we have the poster cabinet also, and that you can use. This would quite be reliable in cases where we have supermarkets, some little bit of shop outlets where they can actually showcase their products without having to keep changing these banner designs and keep paying for banner designs every time. So when they have it is, they can actually just design whatever they want online and upload to the cabinet, and you have your product. So then we have the LED indoor wall display, um, which I've explained, and we have different types of transparent screens. So for the transparent screens, we have the normal conventional LED transparent, we have the film screen, then we have the photoelectric glass screen. So the normal conventional LED transparent can be used in large and medium-sized engineering application fields, and the film can be used in small medium-sized application areas. And the photoelectric electric glass are more are used in large scale lighting, hotels, and forecasts. So the film screen is quite simple because it uses the come on board method where you just stick it to a glass and it's flexible and cuttable. So the transparent screen um, uses the bit size of 920, and the display size is 80 by 1500.